for you guys. It already has been for the last couple of months. How can you use that continuing?
Well, I think Coach said it best. We've had Coach Meyer and Coach Mick said it today in the meeting. I think we've had three of the most incredible moments for recruiting here in the last, couple months, from pro day and the actual combine to 100 and some thousand at a spring game to 16 possible guys being drafted in the NFL here. So it's a testament to the program, but it's also great to get out there to show the recruits that this is something special that's going on.
It seems like there's nobody ever can separate you and Darren from this story and progression. I mean, will there be any extra sense of pride for you whenever his name is called at that point next week?
I mean, there's a great sense of pride in everything that he's done, just like a lot of the guys. I mean, obviously it's a greater story because right now that means the end and what it'll be, and such a public thing to be hopefully to be a first-round draft pick, and I mean, he's still got so much more to give, but that's what you love about the game. Not that he's going to be a first-round draft pick, but just the story, the bonds you build, the things you do for 18 to 22-year-olds, the impact that you hope to have on their lives, and not just in the football field, but off the football field. Those are things that are the most gratifying things in the world. As obviously everybody sees the wins and the losses and those kinds of things that grow, but that's really, really what you do it for.
What have NFL teams asked you about, both Darren and Joshua, and how good a pros you think they're going to be?
I think they both bring a different skill set. I mean, I think obviously Darren, the sky's the limit. He's still just scratching the surface. And there's some questions. They don't see him play inside the box, and they asked that. And I said, well, hey, we're here to win games at The Ohio State University, and for the best thing for us was to put him out there to eliminate the field. And Darren understood that, and Darren was very successful and made us very successful. If he had an opportunity to come back, I would say he could possibly be inside the box, and he might make 100 more tackles. But they see the instincts, they see those things. They know he can play the game of football. He's intelligent. He understands concepts and schemes. He'll have no problem. The other thing is, I think when they look at him, they're going to realize you're talking about a guy that's going to be a 235, 40-pound guy legitimately. One of the things they were always worried about Shazier is so fast, so high metabolism. I don't know if the guy's ever going to be able to hold anything more than 225. So I think that's the big upside. Joshua, man, it's all over the place. He can do so many things. To be honest with you, same question for guys us. They ask us, well, is he really an outside linebacker type of guy? He said, yeah, probably, but for us at The Ohio State University, to win games, to be the best for us, he played middle linebacker. But he understands the game of football. He can project in a lot of different things. He has an incredible skill set. He's going to be very valuable to guys, especially coming from a program and the belief in a big system.
He said he had to work on lateral quickness, that agility, that smoothness. Has he done that? Is that a concern of yours?
There's no concerns with Joshua. Intelligent people find a way to be successful. If there's a more intelligent guy out there, I'd be curious to see him. And that's what the most important thing. Intelligent people find a way. So if he is a little bit lacking in lateral movement, guess what? He'll work on it. He'll take better angles. But that's what he does best. So like I said, his gifts are obviously far, but maybe with his 6'4" and high hip, long legged is a great thing for some things, and the things that might struggle on a little bit is a change of direction. But it's nothing that he won't get better at.
Luke, do you guys head into the summer at linebacker with too deep a depth chart in your mind? I know some positions weren't planning or able to do that in spring, but with that unit, do you feel like you have that now, or will that continue into August?
No, we've got a making of a too deep for sure. The thing about us, we missed a few guys in spring ball, so guys with injuries and things like that. But you have an idea. It's not set in stone because you want to create that competition and the things that we do best. I mean, if you ask why we've had so much success at linebacker, I'd like to tell you it's because of coaching, but the reality is it's because of competition and the ability to put those guys in those situations and still leave that, leave them there, grabbing for more and more and more. We know we're going to have about 6-7 deep. In what way can we kind of mix those guys around and always find a way to get the best three guys on the field is what we continue to push and fight for.
Did somebody surprise you more than you thought this spring?
Again, I think Chris Worley is probably the first guy that I'd say that jumped out at you as much as anything. And he's going to be a great leader for us. I mean, he's a guy that's had to battle through. The guys that are handed things and things happen real fast for, aren't always the greatest example to a lot of other people. And where Chris has done and what he has done and his battles, playing behind Darren Lee and battling with him 2 years ago and then trying to find another role and possibility of last year, and he's done nothing but continue to work. If you grade all the stuff in this spring, if you ask where the boxing gloves are in Coach Combs' special teams competitive drills, if you're looking for them, they're in the linebacker room. They're in Chris Worley's seat because he just doesn't lose.
Is there something